Hi, good morning, welcome back. So we're continuing with the layering along the front fence of meadow clippings and compost in layers. We started with cardboard and then we had a layer of compost, a layer of meadow clippings, a layer of compost, a layer of meadow clippings. I think this is the fourth layer of compost. Last year was the first time setting it and I did get an harvest. This year it was much better, and so next year we expect it to be better again. I don't have the materials to put in and layer up foot of material right away, so I had to do it over time. You remember these two bins that were rounded right up in the spring? Well, I didn't do anything with them, and this is how far they've composted down. And I'm going to get some compost, sifted compost now, for out by the fence. This is going to move over by the old one where we're putting the two side by side. Just a short little clip for another look on how this sifting process goes. Put a couple shovelfuls of compost in there. Here, pick out the big parts that I can pick out right away. And there are some clumps that are just clumped together due to moisture and whatever. I can break them up. And the screen is a little loose, so I tap on the bottom to get it to vibrate down through. This now will break up the rest of those clumps. There, done. I have a wheelbarrow full. This is a large wheelbarrow as well. And I still have this. It's pretty much all composted, so I have a lot of compost to spread. I have this 4 tiers high left, and if you look at that one's at least 3 tiers high, and it's probably rounded up in the center for what I'm going to have to sift. That's okay. Today I sifted that wheelbarrow loader. I'm going to bring it out to the front fence, and I need to sift through those because on Monday I want to finish the clearing of section 2 and there's going to be a lot of material come out of that, and it'll probably fill up both of those bins. You get to see along the front fence again in this video, because see how nicely things are growing here. This is actually was the best portion. This is the center portion here. Some really tall sunflowers this year. Then we go over here, and everything is growing nicely. Nice row of sunflowers. Only 2 of them are actually flowering yet. That's those 2 over there. But I'll take you back to the side where the pine tree is now. So things aren't growing so well over here. Here's an aster right here. Just little small ones, you see. And the reason for that, I'll show you a little spot in here. Check out the little small sunflower I have there. Put my hand beside him. It's a little tiny thing. Now, if we walk over, we're just a few feet out, and you see, this is bedrock. So there's not much soil there, and what it is just dry old gravel. And so it's going to take quite a few layers to build this up so that it will produce the same as the other 2 sections. And that's what I'm about to do now, put on another layer of compost. The nice thing about here is that I can bring the wheelbarrow right in beside this outside portion all the way along quite easily. And there's the finished. Flowers look nicer against the compost, the soil like that. But for layering it, I can now put another layer of meadow clippings on this right away if I want. We'll see once I get the section 2 cleaned up if I've got extra that I want to put out here. Around the pine tree. Don't underestimate me. With a little bit of physical labor, I will turn this garden into a paradise. That's the inside of the fence, and we'll go around to the outside again. Side of the middle section. And the outside of the south section. Give you a stand back shot of the middle section. It looks really nice. I'll zoom in, pan along to show you the flowers. Here we are on the inside of the middle section. And I've left the onions along on this one as well. This is the tallest of my sunflowers. There's a bud up there, not open yet. Here's the second one. I tied them back because we had some strong winds starting to blow some of them over. You can see that the edge of the stem of the plant is damaged there. Well, it's smooth, so I don't know if it's actually hurting much or not. And this is on the tallest one over here. Here we are on the inside of the south section. The nasturtiums are finished flowering, and this is the pod now that I have to collect seeds from once they're dried. I took the onions up here because it was more difficult to get the soil in around, and this is what I have. They grew somewhat, not much. I'll take these in and just use them up as small onions in the next few days. And while we're here, this is the Snowball Bush. It leaved out in the early spring, and the caterpillars come and ate all the leaves, and then it leaved out again. Now this was starting before I went on my trip. It was leaved out around middle of July, and now when we come close, I'll put my shadow in there so it's easily seen. There's no damage. I do have some small flowers growing on it. I cut back all the dead stuff. You see, there where you can see I cut it back. So anything that was obviously dead, I cut it all back. And it's looking okay now. Hopefully next year it will grow well. I put down another layer of meadow clippings. And if the frost stays away, I will be getting a cucumber. There's one growing here. I think there's only 2 cucumbers. There's another one right here that seems to be growing faster. And to point out, I finally got a fully open Aster Flower. So it looks like a double bloom daisy. They're supposed to be multicolored. I have the white, and here is the other color. So far I've only got 2 colors of asters. And so there we are. That's the front fence for another month of September. Hope you enjoyed it. Click that like button if you did, and I'll see you in the next video.